From Craig Rolson in Europe, David Gerber in Brazil, and our editor-in-chief and publisher, Don Oshman, it's time for this week's Sunday Night Week in Review.
Hi, good evening. This is Don Oshman, editor-in-chief of HydeNet Publications. Welcome to another issue of the Sunday Night Week in Review HydeNet Market Report. Lots of news this week, but not so much from Europe, where Craig Rolson, our man in Europe, reports that the market was basically quiet. There was not an overabundance of raw stock supplies, and it's seasonally slow slaughter over there. Although you would think that with tanning going along at a good clip that it would have pushed prices higher, but it really didn't. Of course, heavy bulls, which are used in the automotive industry, was very, very good, and that remains firm. There's also more European buying of American material, as well as some Latin American product, because it compares favorably with the extremely high prices already existing in Europe. That's nothing new. It's been going on since Shanghai and before. But they look around. It's a world market, so they look for other product. Good story on Spanish lambs, that market, which is very interesting. They found the first case in 2009 of BSE in Germany, but I think and hope it's been taken care of. We talk about a Spanish tannery bankruptcy, and Kering, the luxury leather goods product, wants to sell their tannery La Redoute, if I pronounced that right. In the United States this week, market went up again. New record set, old record smashed. Some Texas, $112 CNF on normal seasonal weights, maybe $113. News also, which affects the American market and the world market, is that China is considering or in the process of putting in regulations on new tanneries. They have to produce so many hides a year in order to get certified, and then of course they have to do all the pollution stuff and so on and so forth. So some of these small tanneries that were forced to close and want to start over or get a few tanneries together have to meet a whole plethora of regulation as well. We also talk about, is the American cow and bull slaughter lower or is it not? Some say it is, some say it's not. But we checked with the people who tabulate all this information, and we have that answer in this week's report. Combined outstanding compared to the previous week was down 1%. Combined shipments are up 23%. But again, sales were more than both shipments and slaughter during the reporting period. Cattle on feed is down 5%, and the 2013 slaughter, we have a report on how far that declined compared to 2012. Our forecast in the United States market, at least, and the other markets, well, are right 85% of the time. 85% of the time. You realize how much money you can make with a subscription to HydeNet, which gives you a tremendous amount of knowledge which way the market's going. Combine that with what you know from your own people you talk to and your own feel of the market situation, you can't afford to be without HydeNet. Latin America. David Halls reports from Nuevo Hamburgo. Strong demand. Fresh hides started going up again. We talk about that. And wet blue prices set a new record high again. Amazing. This is with the potential Chinese holidays, blah, blah, blah. They pushed the prices even higher on wet blue and crust. Argentine peso devaluation wreaked havoc throughout the whole area, down something like 11% in this past week. You might have read that in your regular newspaper. But in Argentina, things came to a halt. Everything froze because what do you do? And the hide people say, should we hold on to our product? And tanners hold on to our product because we know what that's worth on the world market. We don't know what our currency is going to be worth. That's what happened down there, and we discussed that, and that's going to affect the future trend of prices in Argentina and Brazil, which are the biggest trading partners. This week in Leather Report, we talk about a very good summary in there of Chinese leather exports and Chinese minimum wages, which are going up, we discuss. There's also a very good story about American footwear brands, which are public companies, which are issuing reports of caution about their future profitability. No boom times in some of the biggest players. There's also a United States-China footwear analysis and how Chinese 2013 automobile production hit 22 million. In America, it's about 15 million. So China is by far the world's leading consumer of automotive vehicles. Is that a plain words? And a tremendously high percentage of leather in those cars and those trucks and everything. Maybe some people say as high as 40%. It's amazing. Looking ahead, we talk about blending, taking certain kinds of leather and blending them to make the suitable product. That's what's available in our report this week. Knowledge equals profits. HideNet.com. Remember that, because information, as you know, is the key to success in any business. And information and knowledge creates profits. You want to make profits? Get yourself a HideNet Market Report subscription. Get a free trial. What have you got to lose? Get a subscription. What do you got to lose? Because if it doesn't work for you, it doesn't make you money, we'll give you your money back. HideNet.com. Thank you for watching. See you next week.